Hey everyone, it's JoJo, and welcome to a Beyblade Burst Sparking review. Today I have Curse Satan from the new Random Booster Volume 20. Well, not quite new, it's more of the recent releases. And I went ahead and just bought a confirmed Curse Satan instead of just wasting my money trying to chance for it. So yeah, we're just gonna jump right into the review rather than the unboxing. So here I have the Beyblade laid out for you and the scale in the back because we're also gonna weigh a lot of the parts too. Alright, let's start off with the ring and sparking chip. So Curse Satan is a defensive type Beyblade, and if you remember Crease Satan, it had 3 rollers instead of 5. So this definitely has an upgrade of 2 more rollers. So what these do, they're supposed to deflect off attacks from the other Beyblade rather than get impacted by it. And I do like how this is flat on this side, on like the wings. Not a lot of protrusions going on in there, although I feel like if it was going up against a left spinning Beyblade, it could get caught in these little hooks or these blades here. And here we have a close view of the sparking chip. Looks really nice. And it does look like the model from, or the chip core looks very much like the Ragnarok one. Here's the underside. And this guy, the ring and sparking chip, weighs 11.47 grams. Alright, moving on to the chassis. So this is a single type chassis instead of like a double. So this is 1D for 1 defense. This is compatible with a disc, and it is compatible for left and right spinning Beyblades. So let's do a quick comparison to the 1S, the stamina type chassis. So the placement of the metal is more toward the outer side, and it's more exposed here. So the heavier it is around the outside, the more flying wheel effect it will have on the Beyblade. But with 1D, not a lot of metal enclosed, there's still a lot of outward distribution, but also these plastic parts kind of protrude out. That way they absorb the attacks rather than the metal part, so it's not going to have a huge impact on the Beyblade. And this guy weighs 11.33, and let's compare that to 1S, 16.64, so still lighter, the lightest out of all of the chassis released so far. Next up we have Hurricane for the disc, and we have seen this before, so not gonna go into too much detail about that, but I do like this new driver. This is UN for Universe, and we have a lot of free spinning parts in this Beyblade. So we have this outer ring that spins, also the ball spins, and this is a really wide ball, so I imagine this would move quite a lot in the base stadium, hopefully not giving itself a self KO, and I cannot wait to test this out in the base stadium. And it weighs 8.75. And a funny thing about this Beyblade, since there's a lot of free spinning parts, it's kind of hard to put together, which is kind of funny. So you put the chassis in first, and then Hurricane, the disc, and the driver, and you kind of have to hold the metal part of Hurricane while also pushing in the driver. So yeah, it's just kind of funny because a lot of people will use either the driver or the disc to turn it and lock it all together, but it's just slips, and yeah, so you got to really grip that metal part there. Alright, so I'm actually curious about this layer because since it has 5 points, I'm wondering if it lines up well with the 1B chassis, because this also has 5 points on the chassis. Kind of like how the 2A chassis lines up really well with the wings of Ragnarok. See how Awesome. See how cool that like just flushes together? I'm wondering if that could do the same. So placing 1B on Cursed Satan. And you can kind of see where the wing on 1B comes before the rollers, so not quite aligned there. Maybe if I turn it, maybe it'll be in a different spot. Alright, so it'll just be after it. There. Can't decide what is better before or after it. But we'll just have to see. I'm pretty sure a lot of people will come up with a lot of interesting combos with this chassis and this ring. Alright, let's put this Beyblade to the test. Let's see how well this could hold up against other attack type Beyblades. First up, a test launch. Really curious about the Universe driver. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, and just as I expected, a self KO. So let's do more of an angled launch. Alright, that was a little bit better. It did hit a little bit in this side of the wall, but it still came back in. And I could see how well it would be as a defensive driver. It just does a lot of avoidance movements, pretty much. And even with a really wide ball, I feel like the stamina is actually pretty good. So not a lot of slide. A little bit of rolling there. It's almost like a hypersphere performance tip. Alright, test battle time. Up against Hyperion. Looks like it's holding up pretty well. And so with a good amount of stamina left over, and there are no clicks on Cursed Satan. And another test battle against Brave Valkyrie. Ooh, looks like Cursed Satan is wobbling quite a bit already. And wow, Brave Valkyrie with tons of stamina left over. I mean, it is quite heavy, by the way. But still no clicks on Cursed Satan. And let's do one more. I don't show off this Beyblade enough, so this is my attack type combo. Imperial Valkyrie, Sting, Destroy Dash. Oh, and it got knocked out. And it was able to put some clicks on Cursed Satan, just one. So Cursed Satan, actually not too bad of a defense combo. I really do love this new Universe driver. I do feel like it still needs a little bit more weight to it. Maybe having a heavier disc instead of the Hurricane one. Or even, like I mentioned before, using the 1B chassis with it because it aligns so well. I feel like a lot of the heavier type attack type combos such as Imperial and even just a stock Brave Valkyrie has too much weight to it, and so it gives it a lot more stamina than Cursed Satan. But Cursed Satan is, again, really good defensive type. It did not have a lot of clicks, only one from Imperial Valkyrie. So what do you guys think so far? Let me know in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and I will see you next time with more Beyblade Burst. See you soon.